GNG, Games and Guns channel. So, I just discovered a serious glitch that if you store this item in this locker, every time you enter the ship, it takes 2 of the items from it. So, this locker right here, and now I'm wondering if it's also, so you see how it says 58? We're going to take 8 out, make it an even 50. I don't think it's taking anything else out. I really haven't noted, I mean, none of this is disappearing, and there's only 1 for each one of these. But there is a way to check. What we do is we take out everything but 1. Shoot. No, wait, hold on. Nope, that's not good. Because then I gotta figure out. Yeah. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Take out 3. Ah, shit. Darn it. Wait. Hopefully I got enough. We'll see. Hell, we'll even throw this. Yeah, that's not as thick a cap. Throw in the rum. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, some of them I'm not going to be able to tell, but I did not try this. I actually, I'm kind of curious if it's taking other stuff too. Have you figured out what it's taking yet? It's taking the Adreno. I had over 100 stored in there. And then I went, wait a minute. And I get back here and I'm looking, I'm like, why is it down to 80? Like 82, 84, I forgot what it was. 84, I think. And I'm like, I know I put exactly 100 in there. Then I went back and I looked because I snapped a photo using my phone. Sure enough, I had 100 stored in there. I'm like, seriously? Yeah, I don't think any of this other stuff is. And for good measure, I put 30 in there. So we have 30 in here, 50 in here. Watch. Alright, we're going to take Victor and Pervetti. And now I'm wondering, maybe it's because of companions? I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, I'm probably over encumbered, but it's alright, I don't care. Alright, first let's check this locker. Still have 30. This locker we put 50 in. 48. It took 2 of them. Look at that. It took 2 of them. And from what I can gather, yep, no, it did not take anything else. Just the Adreno. That is so weird. So now, mind you, I'm doing this live. I don't know. Maybe it's because of companions. Let's continue without. Let's try this without companions. See if it changes the factor. Oh, I 80. I have 183. $30. 46. It took it again. So that is interesting. So it keeps taking every time you enter the ship. It takes 2. So let's take all 46 out. It doesn't matter if you have a companion with you or not. I'll snag these 2 so I'm not overweight. I might be overweight anyway. Yeah, I am. Hold on. Frick that, it's going to take forever. Oh, duh. The hell? There we go. Alright, let's check the locker here. No, it didn't take any food items, just the Adreno. Let's see if it took it from this locker now that I've taken everything. No, there's 30. Okay, so shit, I screwed it. Okay, 64. All right. So now maybe it's because I slotted it in there. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the first slot. So let's put. Shoot. Wait. 14. No. Wait. Shit. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put them all in there. Maybe. Okay. There's 50. So we still have 30 in here, and I put 50 in there. Let's see if I change the position, if it makes a difference. It might be that very first one. It doesn't seem to be taking the food items. Still have 30. I still have the milk. Hasn't changed that. It took 2. Alright, so there is something really weird with this locker. It keeps taking 2 items and just the Adreno. So I lost over 40 of those things. No, I had like 80, almost 20 of those just entering. So whatever you do not store the Adreno in this locker. You've only got 2 storage lockers. This one and this one. Alright, so we're going to try it one more time. Oop. Yeah, where's the Adreno? I'm going to put it all there. And you know what? We're going to just take 2. We're going to leave 90.
Please abort damage.
And let's see if it'll start taking 2 from there. That's really weird. You know, I never noticed it. Never noticed it until now. Because I mean, I kind of noticed something. I was like, I wasn't really keeping track of what I stored. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I had 100. I thought I put 100. I wanted to do it to make sure. There's 90, so it's not disappearing. Wait. Wait, hold on. One more time. Just to play it safe, I want to see if absolutely correct. So we're going to take 3, right? I want to have 3 total. Yep. Okay, there's 3 adrenal. Let's leave.
Return in 1.
Yep. No, it took to 2. Yeah. So, let's recap. Do not store Adreno in this locker. You could store it in the first locker. $90. Because every time you enter and leave your ship, it takes 2 Adreno from you for some reason if you put it in this locker. Everything else seems fine. I don't see anything else missing. I mean, if it was, you see, I mean, yeah. You know what? Let's do this. Anything that's not 3? Okay, it's all 3. So if it does take any food items here, let's see. 3. I want to see if it does it with anything else. I mean, you're not going to store armor here, but... Now I know it's not doing anything with the mods. Because I've had these same mods in here. I try to keep like 5 mods. This is just ones I found. So I know it's not taking the mods. Let's see. What else? Oop. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, so we've got 3 of each ammo. We've got 3 of drinks. And that 1 oxy. And we got a shitload of... I'm not going to bother with that. We got 3 weapon armor.
Return in 1.
That was 90 in the other one. This is so weird. I'm wondering if this was happening in the original game. And I just never paid attention to it. Yeah, there's 90. Okay, all the ammo's there. All the food, all the drink. Yep, not that, even that. Yeah, see that was plenty of that. Yep, nothing. What the heck? That is so weird. All right, one last time. Wait, I'm gonna leave it. So there's the Adreno. Hey, you know what? I've been taking the same companion. So let's see. Let's take let's see, Sam and Ellie. I hardly take them. Just for ha-has.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
I'm just getting a good distance away. Yeah, and let me tell you, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know I had 100. Ha! Ah! They're so sneaky. It's like Fallout. You get in the elevator and your companion's not there, and you just kind of like, dude, you're facing the wall, you turn around, your companion's not there. Starts to move, you turn around once more, and they're right behind you. Like, wait a minute, how did you do that? Alright, here we go. This is... I already know it's going to be missing, too. 87, I took 3, so it has not taken from the first locker. Now we're going to go to the second locker. Ammo still there. Okay, armor, weapons, lockpick, mag pick. That was all 3 5s and a single, so it's not taking any of that. Okay. Wait. Did it take... Wait, hold on. Or was that a 2 all along? Shoot. That may have been a 2. Look at that, it took 2. So yeah, so it doesn't matter who your companions are. We'll take Felix and Sam. Doesn't matter who you take with companions. Doesn't matter if you go by yourself. I have gone all the way over here and then fast traveled back. And like I said, seems like every time you enter the ship, if you have Adreno stored there, it takes it. Yeah, I think it was just 2. Wait, it didn't take the 1. It didn't take it. What the hell? Really? Still 87. Okay, we're going to take 7. That is interesting. It did not take it. You know what? Let me get rid of this. I want to... There we go. It's right there. All right. Just for ha-has, let's see. I'm just going to leave 2 in there. This is an interesting... Like I said, I have no idea why it's occurring. It makes no rhyme. There's no rhyme or reason. Why does one locker take your Adreno and all the other lockers, as far as I know, the other ones don't. Yep. So if you have more than one Adreno in this locker, it takes it. And it always takes 2. Took the 2 right off the get-go. As you can see, they're gone. and still 80. So, you only have 5 storage areas on this ship. You have these 2 lockers down here, and what I recommend, like I said, depends on your play, what you do. If you're doing Supernova, well, I always stored all my drinks here, and I was collecting in my Purple Berry collection. I wanted to see how many I get, and then all the mods. The reason for the mods is you've got your workstation right there. And then on the other one, I just threw all the weapons that I found, like the golden ones that I might boost up. I haven't quite decided yet. Armor. God, hold on, I have to do this. Because it'll look so cool. I've got hats. I'm gonna do it for ha-has. I'm gonna oh hey, they're all different too. Wait, Science 5, two-handed, Persuade, Science, two-handed, Determination, two-handed, and two-handed melee +5. Only that one's pristine. That is interesting. So they're all basically the same hat, but some of them got different stats on them, and they're all level 14, it seems. I'm getting off track here. All right. So armor, and I would recommend throwing the Adreno in this locker. Do not. So we're gonna end the video here. On your ship, do not store Adreno into this locker. If you do, every time you enter your ship, it's going to take 2 of them. And I just showed you. I tried multiple different things. It's not taking any of the other items. It's just the Adreno, which is really weird. If you have 1 in there, it doesn't take it. But the moment you put 2 in it and you leave and come back in, it's gone. And if you're like, well, maybe it's because, and there's no rhyme or reason for this. And if you're like, well, maybe it's because you're so close. No, because when I started out, I had 100 Adreno in this locker. I remember I had an exact number. As I was like, I kept going down and going, wait a minute, I thought I had more Adreno than that. But I really wasn't paying much attention to it. And then I finally went, you know what, let me do this. So I put 100 exactly in this locker. And then I forgot about it. And I've been going back and forth and doing all those stuff because it's hard. Why is my bloody hair? That's weird. I forgot about it. And then I just happened to come back this time and I went, wait a minute, why is there 82 of them? 82? I know I put 100 in. Well, this time I snapped a picture of it. Went back into my pictures, and sure enough, there's the 100 Adreno, and now it's 82. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I exited, came back in to double check, and sure enough, it took another 2. I experimented a little bit. Discovered the loss glitch. And thus, here's the video. Now, it'd be really nice if it added to just... unfortunately, it doesn't. It just takes it. And the kicker is it's so subtle. Now I have... You know, I think I'm going to load my... I'm going to load my old ones from 2023, and I'm going to check the locker and see if it does the same thing. I never noticed it. Who's going to pay attention? You get so much Adreno. It's all over the place. I mean, I come back and I usually, I always start out. Wait, well, I took it out. I usually only start out with like 10 of these. Okay. By the time I'm done running around an area, you're up like 20 or 30 of them. All right, and the thing is, they do, they weigh .05, but I mean, you get 100 of these things. Hey, look, my weight is 173 right now. Hold on a second. 173. I need something that weighs 3 pounds. Hold on. Let me see. I can find something that weighs 3 pounds. One. Come on. 5. 1. Okay, so there's 1. There's 2. Do one more here. Wait. Okay, 3. Okay, so I'm at 170 weight. We're going to take 80 of these. Adds 4 pounds to the weight. And that's only 86. That's 4 pounds. I know it doesn't sound like much, but you know what? When you're running close. Okay, my actual carry weight is only 80. I took the perk with the companions to help with the carry weight. So when both companions are with me, I can carry 180. But this stuff will stack up really quick. I didn't want to waste a perk on the fast travel while encumbered. Better things than freaking wasting your perk on that. You can easily play around that. I mean, the worst case scenario is, you're going to have stuff you sell. You just go in here and go, okay, let's see, what's the heaviest thing I got here? Okay, this is 2 pounds. Let's break it down. Bam, there's 172. 170. 169. 167. See, you break this stuff down. I mean, especially this right here. Oh, no, yeah. It only sells for .75. Now, in the beginning, you're going to want to break this stuff so that you've got weapon parts to repair your weapons, armor parts to repair your armors, da-da-da-da-da. See? And it'll give you... Oh, I just got improved tech kit. That is cool. And if you got the perk in engineering, let's show it to you real quick. At level 40, break down weapons and armor for a 20% chance to extract the basic mod. Now here's a little kicker. Here's a little interesting thing. As soon as you get the invite to Uranus, show up here, even if you're low level, because when you go, if you want to start breaking items down, you'll get a chance. But instead of getting the basic mods of, which would be 5, you'll get these, because these are considered basic mods. So you're helping yourself get the armor parts to fix and repair everything, and you're getting the improved tech kits. Like I said, 20% chance. Oops. That's not an armor. So, at this point, I don't really need to break them down, but I'm just doing this to show you. This is why you want to come here as soon as you possibly can. Okay, I believe that is everything. Oh, nope. Okay, that is all the weapons. So breaking down all those parts gave me... Now, if I had not come here, this would have been just a regular tech kit at 5. There's the Whisperer, negative 90%, which is nice. There's a cushion walk speed for 10%. Armor rating, instead of 3, it's now 5. I got 3 of those, which is nice. There's shock, and then there's melee weapon durability. The really big ones here is this physical armor rating of 5, the improved tech skills for 10 if you don't have it, and then the Whisper Quiet muzzle. Because that allows you to you don't hear anything. There's no alert. And if you put this on, hold on. I actually have one. Oh, actually, I'm going to take it out. And I'm going over tangent again. And I mean, basically at level 3, you can put this on almost anything. You can suppress almost anything. But this hunting rifle, okay. Alright, hold on a second. Let's take this out, put this in, put this in. So, this is quiet. This is without it. Hear how loud it is? Come on. That's a suppressor on it. Nice, huh? Of course, it didn't really show the suppressor. Oh, yeah. So you go sneak attack and you go like this. They won't know where it's coming. They won't really know where it's coming from. The only drawback is the hunter rifle is probably the best one until you can get there are a couple weapons you want to try to get, especially after you get to the Groundbreaker. Hold on a second. So when you get to the Groundbreaker, go talk to the medic. I'm going to go a little off tangent here, a little bonus. When you go to the Groundbreaker, you go talk to the medic, and they're missing the pilot who's supposed to be delivering robots. You're going to go find him. It'll point the way. It's no mystery. Once you get there, you're going to see the green arrow. You're going to sneak up, and you're going to shoot everybody. But one thing you definitely want to have, you want to make sure your sneak is 40 before you do this. Because then that'll allow you to pickpocket and get his flintlock. And then when you talk to him, he goes, alright. He gives you a... Oh, shoot. Wait, where is it? I probably stored it. Because I didn't boost hers up. But for the beginning, in the beginning, it's pretty good. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. In the beginning, I give it to Ellie. He'll give you a secondary one. So you'll get 2 of them. And what I typically do is, I try to match the weapons for my companions. So when I first picked Ellie up, she was using a one-handed melee, and then she was using a one-handed, handed gun. This is a lot better than a gun. This does high capacity. Yes, it does a little less damage. Now, if you're the one doing it, you want to go for damage, not DPS. But if it's your companions, you want to... I think DPS is better for the companions because they just sit there and fire off multiple rounds. They don't... I've never seen them have to really reload or anything like that. But you do have to reload. Felix had a grenade launcher, so of course I give him the plasma launcher. I have I'm probably going to try to find a level 3 here. That's a 2.0. She, of course, had a machine gun right off the bat. That's a level 3 machine gun. Plus, that's her special ability. Parbetti was one-handed. So why not give her the iron sight? Because I don't want to level the damn thing up. It costs too much. And I don't have enough coins. And the they patched the duplication glitch, which would allow you to duplicate everything. And you can make a ton of money, and you can level up what you wanted to do. Of course, the kicker was, the real trick was, with the duplication, you would get one set, the best possible set of armor, fully outfitted, same thing with the helmet, and then you would duplicate that armor and helmet 5 times, and then you'd equipped everybody with it. If you got a really kick-ass weapon, like if you got a really good weapon that did fantastic, say like the plasma rifle, you could duplicate that, give it to everybody. But in this case, yeah, it doesn't. So I've compared these two. Now if you look at this, you're going to see like the other hunting rifle that you're going to get. I'm off tangent here. Duh. Okay, so yeah, like I said, find the doctor. You can pickpocket this, and then you give it to, they give the other one to Ellie, or whoever, whatever you want to do. You'll get 2 of them. Or you can turn around and sell it. It's worth some, 980. Mine's worth 983. I don't know what the other one is. I got a lot of looking at, but I'm sure it's up there. Now you're gonna get, once you get to Cascadia, you will find a hunting rifle 2.0, let's say, which you'll be able to do three things. Put the muzzle on it, make it a shock, and put in an extended snipe or a super scooper if you want it. The only problem is what I found was that hunting rifle. Actually, I think I still have it. I don't think I got rid of it. I could show you. Hold on. Where is it? Or did I get rid of it? Yeah, I got rid of it. Yeah, see, level 3. Level 3. Shoot, I got rid of it. That sucks. Oh well. So you just have to take my word with it. Basically, that hunting rifle, oops, when you came in here and fired, see how this kind of moves up a little bit? Well, when you fired this, it would go zoop way the heck up here, and you have to readjust. This one hardly moves. It hardly moves. But as good as it is, it's still not as good as when you, oops, darn it, when you find Fallbrook. Is it Fallbrook? Yeah, the sublight, Real the sublight. You want to work all their quests as soon as possible so you can buy this sublight sniper rifle. Alright. Even with the suppressor, see how it's, so this moves a little bit, but in comparison to the other hunting rifle, no. And the nice thing about this, it's got the headshot weak point damage plus 15%. And it actually comes, you basically get the negative 95% firing noise, you get the headshot weak point, and you get the exacta sight, which gives you a 15% post armor damage dealt. Which, all my perks and everything else I'm doing with this sniper rifle on a headshot going into the thing, like 4,300 points damage. But here's the funny thing. So if you compare the two, you'd be like, wait a minute. So the damage on this is 431, but the damage on this is 447, and that's only level 32. And I actually went in and leveled this up to level 36. It was like 500 and change. I put the Whisper Quiet, I put the Shock. One thing I didn't put was the Exacto sight. I didn't have one of those. But then again, it doesn't really matter. And then I went and I checked. I used the sublight sniper rifle. We'll see, I did 4,300 points. I used the hunting rifle, which was like 550. I only did like 3,400. I did less damage. Then I started thinking, well, maybe it's because I got the post armor damage. But then I realized it doesn't matter. Even if I was to stick that on, I don't have the additional head spot or weak point damage of plus 15% on it. So even at 550, more than 100 points damage per shot, it was still doing less damage than that sniper rifle. So, that's what you want. So far, that's the best. And I forgot how much it costs, but basically what you're going to do is do all the sublight. Do the sublight ones, and then once you get the trust up, you'll be able to buy the weapon. And if you like the melee, they got a kick-ass melee weapon there too. I never really got into melee. So, this pistol, and if boosting this pistol up, it's almost going into TDD, and using this to do a headshot. This thing is pretty much a one-shot kill with the bad guys, even on Supernova, even here. And in the beginning, no, I boosted it up to level 36. And while there are weapons that do more damage per shot, like you can get one that does say 400, it says 400 damage. Again, what you're getting here is a twin shot. So I'm doing just say 230 per shot. But if I'm doing a headshot, I'm getting an additional 25%. And then with the Exactasight, add another 15% to that. 40% more damage. Can't be touched. Oh, and that is that's not counting all the other perks that I have. Oops, wait. Wrong way. So we go down to science. 30.1% shock damage. Ooh. Oh yeah. And same thing with plasma. Now plasma is nice, but it's not very effective against robots. So you got a choice here. You can do a plasma. Plasma is great against humans and animals and stuff. The one drawback is it has a tendency to ash them. So if it ashes them and you're trying to find them, depending on where you shoot them, it can be hard to find a little pile of ash in comparison to a body. That's why I prefer to run shock. Shock affects everybody. It affects everybody. And then with the science here, add 30%. If I crouch down and do a sneak attack, here's another 65. And then if you choose, there are perks that you could choose. Where is it? Tactical lock. That's the weapon, base armor, just for oh, that's 5% per damage flaw. So on Supernova you can get 5 of them. So I've got a 25% damage added onto that. Then I got the scanner, 20% bonus to action. Yeah, so the headshots or weak spot damage while you're in TDD with the pistol, it just boosted so friggin' much up. It's incredible. Alright. So I got a little off tangent, like I normally do. So let's end this. Again, do not store your Adreno into this locker. Every time you enter and leave, it'll take 2 out of your out of it. I have tested it, and wait, deck. Did I? Oh, I took it off. I have tested it in the first locker. I stored it in, it never disappeared. Only when it was put into this locker. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason I discovered it was because I noticed, I'm like, I really wasn't paying much attention. I was just sticking the extra Adreno in there. Because even though it's like it's really lightweight, you have 100, you got 80 of them. It adds it adds weight to you. And You know, I kind of went skimpy on the weight, and I didn't want to waste the perks on boosting my weight up. So basically, I would keep 10 Adreno. Every time I came back to the ship, I'd keep 10 and store them all in there. And I'm praying every time I'd come back, you know. And here's the kicker. In Supernova, you can't save anywhere but your ship. So I ended
Get
up...
someone to watch your back, please.
Okay, Ada. So I would come back quite a bit to save. Especially if I wasn't near any buildings to enter. That's a way to... So in Supernova, you can only save in your ship. Or if you enter a building, it'll do a quick save for you. So if you're out and about, you don't have to run back to your ship if you can go enter a building and you can quick save it that way. So I was going back and forth a lot to the ship, you know, on Supernova. I did it at level 26. So, and I didn't have enough money to buy the friggin' seal with she wanted like 18,000. I'm like, frick this, I'll go to Caseta, I'll go to the dangerous airport and work my way through it. Well, this is where you clear out a section, you go back to your ship and save. You go a little bit further, clear that out, go back and save. And you keep doing this till you make it to Stellar Bay. Or you can run like hell if you want, I guess, and bypass everything, but then you miss out on experience points. So I kept noticing, I'm like, I could have sworn I had more than this. I really wasn't thinking about it. And then I went, are they disappearing? So I decided to test it. I put 100 in this locker, and even 100. Then I took a picture of it. And it's a good thing I did, because I completely forgot about it. And I just happened to come back, and I go into the locker, I'm like, wait a minute, why is there, I think it was like 82 or 84 of them. I'm looking at this going, wait a minute. Didn't I store 100 even in this? I didn't take any out, no. So I pull up the picture, sure enough, there it is, 100. And I know I didn't take any out. I'm like, what the heck? Why are they disappearing? And I'm like, kind of put two and two together here and went, let me exit the ship, went back in, checked it, another 2 gone. What the heck? Tried different companions. You saw that in the video. Didn't matter who. Tried it by myself. Didn't matter. Every time I entered this ship, I lost 2 Adreno. Now, you get a ton of Adreno, so... But, like I said, on Supernova, you gotta go back to the ship to save. Or your hotel room. But that's kind of a... It's easier just to go to the ship, because the hotel room is, you gotta be near the hotel, enter the hotel, go over to the elevator door. There's a cutscene to enter it, go over to the elevator, go to the penthouse, there's another cutscene right there, boom. Faster just to fast travel your ship, save, and then exit. So yeah, so that's when I discovered the lost, we're going to call it the lost glitch. Would have been nice if it added. So, do not put them in this locker. Alright, I hope this helps. We're going to head out tonight. I'm going to go get some sleep. Alright, have a